on my mind, and that is forgiveness. You know, I'll get on here and I'll bitch about somebody doing this, I'll bitch about somebody doing that, but I don't really ever come back on here and say, oh, well, we should forgive those that trespass against us. We should forgive those that do us wrong. And, you know, I need to balance out. I know last time I talked about balancing out the negative with the positive, and that's where forgiveness comes in. And not just forgiveness for other people, but forgiveness for ourselves, because that's the most important thing. Like, if you can't forgive yourself for your wrongdoings, you can't forgive others. So forgiveness starts with you and what's in your heart. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. It's forgiveness. First we're going to start with Snapchat and forgiving them for only doing 1-minute videos. And also making my phone overheat anytime I use it. So we'll start there. Drives me nuts. Like, I just want to use my Snapchat. Also, well, actually, more seriously, we often, when we're hurt, we lash out and we say things we don't mean, or we say things that we've been holding in, and you know, we need to work on forgiving ourselves for having resentment against someone. And, you know, when you hold on to resentment and you don't talk to somebody and say, you know what, this really hurt me, what you said or what you did has really hurt me, we hold on to that. And then, you know, something stupid can happen that you normally wouldn't argue with this person about, but that's when it all comes out, right? It all comes out. But that resentment is hurting you worse than it's hurting the person that you are resenting at the time. Because you're holding on to that. Like, I've held on to this guy that had been stalking me and not leaving me alone and harassing me. 3 years. Well, I say 3 years, but the first year we were good. Right? And then it was when I didn't want to, like, hey, this is toxic for me, I need to cut it off. Things went crazy. And I used to completely blame this person, right? But I would respond. Why? Why respond? I want you to leave me alone so bad, but I'm going to keep responding to what you're doing to me. You know, I'd be stressed out and I'd be bitching about it and I'd be mad and I'd be this and that. Who's that hurting? That was only hurting me, right? It wasn't hurting anybody else. It was hurting me. But then recently this person passed away and I didn't know how to feel about it. And I was sad and I was mad. But I was relieved that I was going to have that peace. But I could have had that peace a long time ago had I just stopped responding to this person. Even saying, leave me alone. Why? Block and move on, right? And now I've been dealing with, well, what were my last words to this person? Was he thinking about that, laying in the hospital bed as he was dying? Was he thinking about those things? Was he thinking about mean things that I may have said and lashed out in anger? Sure, I'm sure he did. But also, was he thinking about what he may have said and did in those last moments? Things like that will eat someone alive. Eat them alive, eat you alive. Be kind, be nice, be forgiving. And just, if someone is harassing you or bothering you, either ignore it and move on, or if you have to take legal action, then take legal action and allow that to be the process. But you say nothing, you move on. So, you know, and I have to learn to forgive those that do me wrong as well. None of us are perfect. None of us are perfect. And at the end of the day, I don't want to say the bigger person or the victim or I don't want to use those words, but, you know, at the end of the day, somebody has to say, okay, enough is enough, and let's make peace. And it doesn't necessarily mean we have to be friends again, but let's make peace and have that forgiveness for the both of us. Hold each other accountable, hold yourself accountable above everything. And once you're able to hold yourself accountable, I'm telling you, the doors open up, and people see that change in you, or others see that change in, you know, others, and it becomes a beautiful thing, and forgiveness is made. I do want to touch on that. I have talked to Robbie, and we are working towards making peace, not only for us, but for others to see. And that's my hope anyways. And I feel like that's his hope as well. Maybe make a difference somewhere where it's like, hey, like this, enough is enough, and make the world a better place. And, you know, yeah, we can't make the whole world a better place, but we can make ourselves better, and want better, be better, do better. And I always say that, want better, be better, do better. And that means if you want better, you'll be better, and then you'll do better. And that's just the way I try to look at things. You know, am I perfect? Fuck no, dude. I said some nasty shit to people. My tongue can be ruthless and harsh and mean, just like the next person. But you know, even if it's a small step of saying, hey, I'm sorry I said this or that, or, you know, whatever, we can move on. So that's my PSA for today. Hope everybody's having a good day, and you're making good choices, and you're staying positive, you're keeping your positive vibe in check, and, you know, just be kind, be forgiving, call someone you haven't talked to in a while, and talk your problems out, because a lot of times it's just a miscommunication. It's just, you know, something stupid. Sometimes it can be something big, but think about that. What would you want your last words to be? So, all right, hope everybody has a good day. Okay, bye.